checkbox will allow the user to select either one item, multi-item or none items. So checkbox will allow the user to select multiple items. So when we can go for checkbox, guys? Any idea? When we can go for checkbox? Madhuri?
When you want to select more than one option.
More than one option. For example, give me one example.
Number of kids.
Number of kids, huh? Okay. Yeah, sorry?
Select known languages.
Known languages best example because there are a number of languages and that you may have no 2 or 3 or 1 like and even the hobbies, select your hobbies. Okay, all these places, select your known technologies, select your known games. Okay, select your visited locations, visited places. All this can go with what a control called checkbox. Let's understand the properties of the checkbox. And I forgot to ask you one more thing. Yesterday I've given so many examples, so many homeworks I have given because now onwards your programming is going to increase. That's why I was prepared you people to work with multi-example. Dana, anybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I couldn't find.
Yesterday I have asked you to work on 10 examples.
Which case didn't work?
One second. 10 examples I was asked you. How many are completed? 10.
I finished, sir.
And Uma finished?
Yes, sir.
You're doing job?
Yes, sir. I was working from home today. That's why I could do it.
How many hours job it is?
Yes. What, sir?
How many hours job your job is?
When I work from home, it's actually 8 hours, but it goes more than 8 hours. But when I work from home, I'm a little bit here and there. So I tried sometime this one.
How many are completed? Remaining, how many are completed? All 10 examples. Yesterday or?
I have completed, but I didn't find anything with one radio button.
Oh, one radio button. Anybody are identified? Where anywhere you are identified in any website where you have a requirement of single radio button. Single radio button.
I searched, but I couldn't find anything with one radio button.
Search definitely is there. Okay, it's there. Very rare, but very rare. That's why. That's why this type of, see, tomorrow we should be ready with this type of like answers because it's rare question, rare requirement. That's the reason. Yeah. How many are completed remaining? Just tell your names fast. Uma, next. Next, fast. Next. Next.
Vasundhara.
Next.
Vasundhara.
Next. Yeah, next. Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. Let's say properties of checkbox. Right. Let's understand the properties of checkbox. But one property is there now. For yesterday, what is that control? Radio button. For radio button and for checkbox, we have one common property. That common property name is checked. What is the property name? Checked. Checked is the common property for radio button and checkbox. Common property for radio button and checkbox. Common property for radio button and checkbox. Okay, which property? Checked. View. Right, toolbox. The control is what? Checkbox. Control is what? Checkbox. Okay, yeah. Let's open our checkbox. Yeah, what is the property name? Checked. You can observe. About this property already we discussed. It is a Boolean property. It can contain either true value or false value. By default value is false. Whenever you change it as true, Whenever it is changed as true, then checkbox is checked. Whenever you are changing it as false, then checkbox will be unchecked. Same as radio button. That is a story about checked property. Remaining properties are almost all same. Okay, coming to auto post back, all these properties are there. So next we need to understand about what is the default event of checkbox. What is the default event of the checkbox? So right now one question to right Arun. Arun, are you there? Can you speak, Arun? Arun, can you speak?
Yeah, yes, sir.
I want to know default event of the checkbox. I want to know default event of the checkbox. How do I know? My question is, how do I know? How do I know? I'm a new to .NET, let us assume. I want to know what is the default event of the checkbox. How do I know? How can I find it? Particular event is the default event. Any idea?
Default.
Yesterday class attended, Arun?
Yeah, yes, sir. Last 10 minutes, 15 minutes I did
Okay,
not attend.
fine. But you can understand in ASP.NET for every control, same story. How can I find a default event of a control?
Default.
Okay, fine. It's okay. At least now you concentrate. Now, next, I'm asking same question to Prashanti. I want to know the default event of the a control. Prashanti is not talking. Maybe she is unable to talk. I think I will give chance to let's say Snehal. How do I find default event of a control? Hmm.
Yeah, with the property window, there is an event.
How many ways you can find the default event? Two ways. One is open
Two
properties window. You speak out. Open properties window.
properties window, and there you can, if you have selected that
The
object
control.
in the
The control.
window,
1 minute.
yeah, I can
The control. Which control? Checkbox control.
check box.
By
Then
default.
go to the events, event sign. It will show the default
1 minute. 1 minute. By default, it is displaying properties. You can observe properties icon is highlighted. Properties icon is
yes.
highlighted. Babu, screen is clear. Screen is responding immediately.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Besides the
by default, it is showing you properties.
property
Suppose here you have icon. You have icon. What is that icon?
events.
Events icon. Now you can observe there is a events icon. There is one icon. What is that icon? Events. Events icon.
It will, you click on that and
When
it will show the default
you can
event.
observe my window. You can observe events icon. So if you click this, it will display all the list of the events. Now tell me, Snehal, which event is the default event?
So the highlighted event is the default event.
An event which is highlighted by
That
the
is
cursor is called a default event. What is highlighted here?
check change.
Checked, changed. This is one way. What is the other way?
And
What is the other way?
other way, just double click the control and it will take you to the default event in the
The
previous
event
one.
which is generated is called a default event. What is the default event finally?
Check change.
Checked changed is the default event of the checkbox. Checked changed event is the default event of the checkbox. My question is when this event will fire? When this event will fire? When this event will
Whenever,
fire? Which event
whenever the
checked changed event will fire? When this event will fire? Which event checked changed event will fire? Come on.
whenever the particular checkbox is checked or unchecked, it will fire.
Yes. So when it will fire, whenever the particular checkbox is checked or unchecked, Why? Because whenever checked property is changed, this event will fire. For example, I'll show you very clearly. It is same as your radio button. It is same as your radio button control. For example, you see, I'm showing you. You can observe. Right now, your checkbox is displaying. Suppose there is a property for checkbox. What is the property name? Check. Checked. What is the default value of the checked property?
False.
False. Why it is false?
Because it is not selected, not checked.
Suppose listen, I selected, then checked will be
True.
false to true. Means checked changed event will be
Fired.
fired. Now I was, you can observe, now I was, yeah, I was unselected. Then true will become
False.
false. And again event will be
Fired.
firing. That is a story about event. Which event? Checked changed event. Checked changed event will be firing whenever user is selecting. What is that? Whenever user is selecting what? Selecting,
Check.
checking or unchecking. Checking or unchecking. Okay, that is a story about event called checked changed event. I'm going to give you one small requirement on this. You people have to write the program. Yes, that's it. What I'm telling you. This checkbox and checkbox list examples may you confuse, but try, don't confuse. Okay, because first you try, later I'll give you the programming. I'll give you the program then, but you have to try. Directly if I will give the program, you will never think about that requirement. That is a problem here. Pavan, are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I covered in that.
Okay, fine. Yeah, right. Now I'm going to give you the requirement. The task is example to select. The task is all of you guys use pen and paper. Take my requirement on your book. Design you have to record. Right. Are you carrying pen and paper, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, take the design.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Example to select your known languages. Your known languages. Right. Pavan, use pen and paper, take the design. I am going to give you the design. The design you should take on your book like your Amirpet class. Same. Okay? Yeah, come on. So this is the design. All of you guys observe. You have a web page, web form. One dot. Babu, better take clearly because the example will give confusion. There is a chance. Design. Select your known languages. Select your known languages. Select your known languages. Let's say Telugu, Telugu, Telugu. Next, let's say English. Let's say Hindi, Hindi, and use a button called submit. Use a button called submit. Yeah, check Telugu. Check Telugu. Check Telugu. Next, check English. Check English. Next, check Hindi. Check Hindi. BTN submit. BTN submit. BTN submit. Label. Label LBL MSc. Label LBL MSc. Right. 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 So I'm giving you. Are you able to take up to your all of you? Taken a design, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Be careful because I'm taking these many precautions for this example means you understand. Because unnecessarily again you will disappoint. Okay. So be careful. I'm giving you the design clearly. Okay. Yes. It is your label. Yes. User selected Telugu and English, that is the same, and user will click submit button. Whenever user will click submit button, the output should be your known languages are known languages are Telugu and English. Known languages are Telugu and English. Telugu and English. Come on. Did you understand? 1 minute, 1 minute. Suppose user selected Telugu and Hindi. The output should be Girish.
It should be your known language are Telugu and Hindi.
Suppose user selected English and Hindi. Then click submit button.
Then your known language are English and Hindi.
English and Hindi. Suppose user didn't select any checkbox, click submit button. Then output should be
Then we have to have the label message as please select the known language.
yeah, very good. Come on, do it, guys. Take 5 minutes time, try to achieve this example. Right, completed. Huh? While you are trying to, you should not see the Xerox book, your materials. See the materials, you will never learn. Yeah, completed. Huh? Hello, how many are completed? I'll give you one hint here. Are you there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you one hint. A small hint is actually the messages you are displaying in how many labels? Yes,
One label.
only one label. But in one label, the output every time is moving to next line. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Whenever you want to move the output to the next line in web pages, you can use a break tag. You can use what tag?
Break tag.
Break tag you can use. But break is a markup tag. That markup tag you are using in a language called C#.net. Am I right? So that is the reason wherever you are using break tag, there you write keep within the double quotes. Clear? Okay. Hello. First of all, where you are writing the code, under which event?
Button submit.
Button click. Button click. Under button click, what is
Yeah,
the
button
logic?
click.
Under button click, what is the control statement? Which control statement you are using?
Multiple ifs. Ifs.
Which if? If else, if else if, nested if,
No, single ifs, multiple times.
Multiple
multi if conditions. Why? Because every checkbox should be checked, and from the first checkbox to last checkbox. That's why you have to use multi if conditions, multiple if conditions. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Hmm.
Yes, certain, sir.
Okay. Did you written logic for when you click the submit button? For example, if no checkbox is selected, then you have to display a message called please select your known languages. Have you written that also?
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, that is also important, right? Yeah. Checkbox list, checkbox drop down list will take some time. But here actually it is very important because we will have logics here. You are learning purely front-end programming. Front-end programming. Purely front-end programming. Come on. Shall I give you?
Give us two more minutes.
Because, and I can tell you these programs, but the problem is, I'm sure you will never get confidence. You will just will satisfy with my code. See, we don't know tomorrow what type of requirements we will see. But for that, you are ultimate, you should provide solution. That is our training. You should become a programmer. You should able, you can, I'm sure. When you are trying, every minute is valid. You are trying, you are thinking. That's improving your programming skills, analytical skills. When you do yesterday examples more, today this task will be easy. Your today efforts will helpful for your tomorrow class, like that.
Completed, sir.
Completed. Snehala?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my question is, you do one thing. Did you return the logic? Suppose I didn't select any checkbox, I click submit button. Is it displaying that please select your known languages?
Yes, sir.
That is also over.
Yes.
Yes.
My question is, what is the logic you used, Nivedita?
I just added one more simple if saying like if not of like all the three options are not selected,
Understood. I understood.
like and A
Enda,
and O.
enda, ara, enda, ara.
Or.
Okay, whatever it is. My question is, here you
Or.
have written how many multiple if conditions, Nivedita?
Four,
Huh?
four, sir.
4. Yeah, that
Four
condition where you are written first or last or.
at the end, sir. Last.
But you can observe your application performance is not good, poor. Your program performance is poor because whenever you are unselected also it is checking all. It is checking every condition. Fourth condition, it will check 4 conditions in multi-if conditions. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is a problem in your program. Output is right. Snehal, what is your logic? What you have written? Multi-if conditions?
Sir, I also,
Sorry?
yes, I also used food, but I used and
I understood
for
what you have written. My question is, what is happening in this, for example, even though you have written that condition, that pair condition means Telugu and English, Hindi, three condition 1, condition 2, condition 3. In black, you're writing a message called please select your known languages. But that condition, if it is true, if it is true means user not selected any checkbox, even though it is checking every checkbox. So every time when you click the submit button, it is checking 4 conditions. But whenever you are not selected any checkbox, unnecessarily why you have to say, verify Telugu checkuda, English checkuda, Hindi checkuda, not required. So you have used
Yes.
multi-if condition. That's why today we have 3 checkboxes. Tomorrow let's say we have 10 checkboxes. Unnecessarily 10 conditions it is verifying. Okay. Finally, what is happening? Your application performance is decreasing now. Why don't you why don't you change your code to avoid this unnecessary verifications? Did you catch my point, Snehal?
Yes, sir. Yes.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is called what programming. Come on. Why don't you try that? Pawan, are you there? Pawan, are you there? Pawan,
Yes, sir, I'm there, sir.
yeah. Are you able to write programming now?
Yeah, sir. Actually, I have done the designing part, and I have been writing as
No, no,
if
you have system.
check,
You
checking what.
have, sorry, you have .NET with you right now?
Yes, sir, I have, sir.
No, no, you are asking me.
But I'm using it in different laptop.
My question
I
is,
have been signing.
you learn long back, but are you able to catch?
Yes, sir, I can catch, sir. Yeah, that's fine.
What
Because I
are
have done my project in .NET, sir, in my college.
your college with our Amirpet knowledge? You done developed a project, huh?
Yes, sir.
You written program own
Yes, sir.
every
Yes, sir.
line
Yes,
of
sir.
your project. Very good. Generally, now US MS people nobody will do this type of tasks, right?
Yeah, sir. No, no one has done it. I have done different one. I have done
did you
project.
find our quality of training? Is it helpful for you in your MS project?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. Yeah, over time it's taking a lot of time.
Yes, sir.
Any two people are Nivedita and Snehal, did you change your code? Did you find any other alternate solution?
Yes, I
Possibly.
got some, but I need 2 more minutes for that.
Yeah, what about remaining people? Vasundhara and
Sir,
Prithvi.
almost done.
Where are you? Prithvi, where are you? Prithvi. Pramoda. Pramoda. Yeah. Working, Harsha? Hello?
Sir, I have tried one thing.
Hmm.
I have initially, for each of the checkbox, I have like for label message dot text,
Hmm. Hmm.
I have added the like corresponding language for each of the check. Like for check English dot checked, I have written label message dot text is equal to label message dot text
Hmm.
plus English,
Yeah, that is
like that.
okay. That
And,
is okay.
and then at the end, I have checked if label message dot text is like blank. If it is blank, then I mention
No,
label message dot text equal
actually,
to
total, how many conditions you have written? 3 or 4 or 4?
3.
3. What about
Four I have written, but fourth condition I have not checking the all the checked value again. I have just checking that if the label message dot check
correct, correct,
text is
correct.
blank.
That is okay. But what will happen? I didn't check any checkbox. I click submit button. How the control is doing travel? How control is traveling? Is checking first checkbox or not? First condition is checking or not? Checking. Second condition is checking. Third condition is checking. Fourth it is checking label. Am I right?
Okay.
That
Yes,
three
sir.
condition verification is, I hope it's unnecessary verification, right?
Right, sir.
Traveling of control is important here. That's traveling towards three checkboxes. Then it's going for fourth condition. So that way, that's like maybe we can avoid that. I'm telling you, you're using multi-simple if conditions. Okay, that is right. But I think because of this, you have a like unnecessary like execution, code execution. Might be you can avoid that. Yes, Sriharsha, what about you? I take 2 more minutes. After 2 minutes, I'll give you the code.
Sir, I need that switch case coding just little bit hint how that works because it didn't work for radio button yesterday.
Hmm?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me, Girish.
You know, I tried a couple of different ways for the switch case for radio button, but it didn't work, you know, so
Hmm.
I couldn't do. Can you give me some hint how to do that, please?
You have to do. You have to do. Okay. You have
I
to.
try. I saw with
No.
Google and
Do you know how to use switch case?
yes, sir.
And that's it. You have to try. Suppose sometime what will happen, a single requirement will take 1 day time, but our people will feel that unnecessary you're wasting time. You're not wasting time. You're learning programming. Well, if you will try, don't depend on me. Will I come with you to company? No. If you are just your plan is what you know, your in mind, your mindset what you have, you know. Anyhow, if I am unable to do, faculty is there, he will help me. No, I'm not helping you. Okay. So when you are looking at me, I'm sure you will not become you can't learn programming. I'm sure with my switch case, you go through switch case material one more time. I'm sure you will write programming. Very simple, man. You try for nested switch or something like that. Why don't you try? Hmm? Nested switch. Switch within the switch. Like that you try. I'm sure you will write programming. Right, remaining people, anybody are completed the task what Girish is asking?
So because see, I do not have that much time every day, so that's why
You have to
I
spend.
tried, but
Yeah,
it didn't
anybody
work.
completed? 1 minute. Anybody completed radio button example with switch something is asking?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, sir.
please.
Yeah, Girish,
Can you please
you try.
paste the
Don't ask
code?
code. Don't ask code. You are asking code. That is 100% wrong.
Okay, so can you give me a little bit hint about that?
What is the logic you people written? Remaining guys.
I used a switch and the condition is based on a boolean thing, boolean value. So
Boolean,
based on that, it is nested.
Boolean
Yes.
means the check code. Check code means true or false. Case true, case false. Again, one more switcher, nested switcher.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Whenever it is false, nested
enough,
switch.
enough, enough. Here, int is only one thing, Girish. Nested switch. Use
Yeah.
nested switch. I'm sure you can go. Okay.
Okay. All
Right.
right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, if I just keep that last all logic if condition on the top, then only we can avoid that, right?
Yes. Got it, huh? Okay, guys. I can't wait more than this. let's yeah, okay.
Sir,
Come on.
instead of 4 if conditions, if we use 3 if conditions, is that okay?
But
Or we should not use?
what about output? What about that one?
Yes.
You should get idea by this time.
Yeah, sir. It gives the output.
No. If you click the submit button, if you didn't say check any checkbox, what's the output?
It says, please select your languages.
Let's see. Okay, right. First checkbox. You guys, first checkbox. You need 3 checkboxes here. You need 3 checkboxes. Right. Repeat. Checkbox 2. Checkbox 3. Checkbox 3. Yes. And after this, you need a control called button. I'm giving you the requirement. Sorry, design. Next, you need a control called label. You need a control called label. Yes. Checkbox 1. Check. What is ID? Check. Check Telugu.
Check Telugu.
Check Telugu. Then text equal to Telugu. Telugu. Again, what is that? Break. 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 Next, coming to the second checkbox. Check English. Check English. Next, text equal to English. Next, again what break. Again what break. Check Hindi. Check Hindi. Next, text equal to Hindi. Hindi, right. Now come back to break. Come back to break. My advice is this all code better to you people write with your own hands. Okay. Break. Break. Yes. Break. Can use break. Can use break. Yeah, after that, what is that? Control button. Yes. Yeah, btn submit. Btn submit. Text equal to what is it? Submit. And use break. Use break and label. And use everyday table concept better whenever you are doing design. Label text is empty. Text is what? Empty. Over. This is the design. Okay, now we have to write the code under click event. We should write the code under click event. Okay, now you guys, you observe. What is this, generally we'll write the code. Normal code I'll write. Checkbox. Check Telugu dot checked. If it is true, LBL message dot text equal to. Before that, you initialize a default value like this. Default message dot text your known languages are again, what is that? You observe the break tag, how it is exactly. Use that break tag. BR copy and paste break and semicolon. What it will do, it will print the your known languages are, then break. Break will move the cursor to next line. Plus equal to check. What is that? Check Telugu dot text. Telugu dot text. Let's check whether its break is working or not properly. Now you guys, you can observe. Now you can observe. Build the solution and run the application. First, you need to check every level. Generally, we will have a habit of writing the total code. Later, we are checking the whether it's working or not. Every moment you have to check. You have to run the application. So may take more time, but you will get more clarity. And whenever you observe one important thing here, observe all of you guys. Now your output is you're getting empty checkboxes with one button. The button is what? Submit button. You observe I selected Telugu and I clicked a button called submit. Your known languages are Telugu. How it is getting you observe? What is that? Whenever you click the button, click event is firing and your known languages are will be within the label. First it will print this output. But after that you have a break tag. Because of the break tag, what is happening, control is moving to this to here. Now it is waiting for output. Now where you user, now suppose next control will check the first checkbox. Is it checked or not checked? Right now, is it checked or not checked? Checked. Checked means true. True means if of true, LVL message dot text. Here I used plus equal to. Plus equal to means concatenate and assign. So check Telugu dot text will be concatenate and will be assigning to the label. Now that is the reason it is a string concatenation. Like because of that, what will happen? The Telugu will be concatenating to the given label Telugu. Okay, but after Telugu also you need what break, because next value should be concatenate. That is the reason again you should use like this break. Okay, now right like that you need to write the three conditions you observe. You need to write the three conditions. If check English, second one English dot checked, check English dot checked, LVL message dot text plus equal to check English dot text, right? Again same story. Next if check Hindi dot checked LVL message dot text plus equal to check Hindi dot text. Last break is required or not required?
Not required.
Why break is not required, guys? Here?
There is no any more if condition, sir.
Yeah, no more checkboxes, no? It's the last checkbox. You write the code up to here and you trace. Again you have to trace. Because what I am telling you, whatever code you are writing, you should have 100% clarity how the control is traveling in your code. That is, tracing. That's tracing you are able to do properly, I'm sure. You can learn coding. My intention is not only to complete .NET course. .NET course will complete everybody. But student has to learn what? Coding. Suppose user selected Telugu and Hindi. And user will click a button called submit. Even though you should not see the output, should not click the button here. You should trace like this. Like whenever you click, first your known languages are, and it will give output like your known languages are first. It will print output. How it will print output? I am going to show you in your, what you can say, here I am going to show you now. Here I am going to show you. The output will be like this because of this code. How the output is giving for your code. I am showing. Right, output is your web page output. First, yeah, maybe it will take time, but it's worth LBL message.text. Yeah, output will be like this. I'm showing only label, guys, here. LBL message.text means your known languages are, it will give you the output like this. Your label, here label is there, the label output. Your known languages are break. It will move the cursor to next line. Then after this, Then after this, if check Telugu dot checked, true or false?
True.
True. Whenever the condition is true, whenever the condition is true, what will happen? LBL message dot text plus equal to check Telugu dot text. Check Telugu dot text. Okay, check Telugu dot word text. So what will happen? Telugu dot text will display where exactly? Where exactly cursor is blinking here. Okay, that is nothing but what Telugu. Again you have break tag. That's why cursor will move to the next line here. Cursor will move to the next line. Okay, now again it will check the second condition. What is the second condition, guys, here?
Check English dot check.
Check English dot checked. True or false at present according to our OP? False. So it will be skipping the block. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Next, check Hindi dot checked. True or false?
True.
True. That's why LBL message dot text plus equal to check Hindi dot text. Check Hindi dot text. Check Hindi dot text is nothing but what is this? Here, what it will print?
Hindi.
Hindi. And after that, cursor will move to the next line or will not move?
Will not move.
Why?
No break. We have not written any break.
And it encountered the closing brace of the event, means the event execution is completed. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like that you have to trace. Now you click the button, you see your output. Are you understanding what I am telling you?
Yes, sir.
Whenever you are doing practicals, you follow this model. I am sure you will become a good programmer. Your skills will improve like anything. That is important. Your skills are important than your certificates, your certifications. Microsoft certifications also not important according to me. If you are interested for Microsoft certification, I will give you 1 week training separately. It's a different course. Sometimes I'll offer Microsoft certification courses also 1 week like that. I'll train you. You will get certificate. Very simple. But that is also not matter according to me. Your programming skills are very important. Okay, guys. I think is in US Microsoft certifications has a lot of demand, right?
Yes, sir.
If you are interested, we can plan in .NET 1 certification course. So I'm planning for one batch I'm on to handle. That we'll see later. Okay, but generally I'm telling. Okay, guys. But here the problem is, suppose user not selected any checkboxes and user will click a button called what?
Submit.
Submit. What will happen? What will be the output now? Tell me.
It should display, please select your known language.
I'm not telling what it should display. I'm telling you, according to our code, what will be the output?
Nothing.
Our known languages are.
The text will be the same.
My question is, what you are expecting, I'm not asking. I'm asking you for our code, what is going to be the output if I will click the button for in this case?
Your known languages are.
Known languages are.
Yes. If you click the submit button, what is going to happen? I'll explain. Click event will fire. First, your known languages are will be displaying in the label. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Condition?
False.
False.
Skip. Condition?
False.
Skip. Condition?
False.
Skip. Encountered what? Closing brace. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Output is what? Your known languages are. Control, where are you? Then it should say, I'm in your hand. Control, what you are doing. I'm not doing anything else. Nothing then. I'm doing what you are telling. Then you are a good programmer. Okay. So control should be on your hold. That is very, very important to become a good programmer. At present in industry, I'm sure nobody are learning this type of programming. Everybody are hurry. Learn programming. Enjoy your job. Once you entered into company, I'm sure after you get married with kids, all these people will have a lot of stress early morning and at your home, I'm sure with responsibilities. But once you go to job also, same stress if you carry, this stress plus job stress will spoil your health. So you can't enjoy, because in your office you should spend 8 to 9 hours with different type of people. But that 8 to 9 hours, I'm telling you my experience, when I'll go to class in a year online or classroom training, I'll just that 4 hours I'll enjoy my classes. All my stress, whatever other issues are there, will resolve in my workplace. I'll enjoy. Okay, like that. You people also tomorrow in your job you have to enjoy your workplace. That 8 hours, 9 hours you have to enjoy means you should learn this type of programming because job is not one day job. It's your lifetime. Maybe 20 years you will work. Okay, right. So this I'm expecting from you all guys. I'll encourage you people to learn programming like this. So observe your control statements are important or not important or what we studied in C#.
Important.
Important. You observe under every button click. Now coming to yesterday, today, tomorrow, every under every button or every control event, you will have the logic. The logic is using a concept called control statement. That control statements our people are neglecting. Trainers are neglecting. Students, learners are neglecting. I'm sure control statements are the heart for the .NET developer. I'm sure about that. Okay. Now guys, so fine. But still we have a problem. What is that? We need to find to clear the label. I know very well all of you people written logic like this. If checkbox, let's write the logic to clear that. Dot checked. Here what is you are expecting? You are expecting this. First you have to write this one. If the condition is true, what you want to execute? You want to execute what? Please select your known languages. You want to execute, you want to display this. Am I right? When you want to display,
Yes.
whenever all the checkboxes are not selected, checked means true, true. Okay, so how to frame the condition here? You need to you need to verify how many checkboxes.
3.
3.
So here you need condition 1, condition 2, condition 3. It is called pair conditions. Pair conditions. Okay, whenever you are framing the pair condition, you should have AND operator or operator. Okay, logical operators are required. But here, first of all, the condition framing is important. Checked means if it is true, do you want to execute this?
No.
No, because if you because the reason is when it is checked, you don't want this. You want only when it is not
Checked.
Then what can I do here?
Not off.
Not off is also good, but I think it's confusion for all people. We are learners. Better my advice is, why don't you write false? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
If Telugu checkbox is false, means selected or not selected?
Not selected.
If English checkbox is false, if Hindi checkbox is false, like that, how many conditions you need to write?
3.
3. Between these 3 conditions, you need to use a logical operator called either AND or OR. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Come on, tell me, what is it? AND or OR? First of all, here you need to understand when you have to go for AND operator, when you have to go for OR operator.
And operators.
And operators.
My question is, when you have to use, I'm not asking what you have to write here. Instead of that, first we should understand when we should go for AND operator, when you should go for OR operator.
If we want all the
conditions, then we go, we need to check every condition to be checked, sir. Every condition should not be true. Then we should go for and if at least one of the conditions is true, we can use OR. But in this case, 3 conditions should be false. So we use AND.
AND, because when you should use AND, whenever you are expecting all the conditions should be true, you go for what? AND. Okay. Whenever any one is okay, you should go for what? OR operator. Again, I'll expose that somewhere else. Okay. Now you tell me. Check. Check. What is that? English check equal to false. False. Right. Next, again AND. Check. Check what? Last one. Checked equal to, let's see, false. False. Okay, we will see now it will work or not. We'll see. Okay, guys. Totally, how many if conditions you are implemented?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. These three are bachelor conditions, but this is pair condition. Okay, right. Husband, wife condition and kid. Okay, pair condition. Kid, family condition it is. Okay, right. It is bachelor. Bachelor, single, mono condition is called bachelor. Let's say like that. You better to remember like that. Okay, compilation and execution. Now you see. Suppose I selected Telugu only and I am going to click a button called submit. Submit. Clear?
Yes.
Then what? We'll see the logic. We'll see the logic. Your known languages are break. Check Telugu.check. True or false?
True.
True. LVL message or text is equal to your known language are. In the next line it will display what? Telugu. Telugu. Then what? Break. Break will move to
Next line.
next line. Condition
Check English.
false.
Check false.
False. Skip. Condition
False.
skip. Now check Telugu.checked is what?
True.
Hey, I am asking you check Telugu.checked. It is what? What is the value?
True.
True. True. True equal to false.
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 False. Okay, keep false. Here false is there. Remember that point. You remember in your mind. You remember false. In your mind you remember false. Now check English.checked.
False.
False.
False. False equal to false.
True.
True. Okay. A bit confusion here. False equal to false. True. Remember second is true. Okay. Now third. Check Hindi.checked.
False.
False. Okay. False. False equal to false.
True.
True and true.
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 True. And first condition is what? Here it is what?
False.
False and true.
False.
False. Block will be
Skip.
skipping. Okay, na?
Yes.
Let's say I'm clicking submit button without selecting anything. Okay, na? Now let's trace.
Okay.
Now let's trace. Tracing is very important, man. Your known languages are default value, break, move the cursor to next line. By this time, label value is what?
Your known
Languages are
some default, that first line is there. Condition,
false.
skip. Condition,
False.
skip. Condition,
False.
skip. Okay. Check Telugu.checked.
False.
False equal to false.
True.
True. Check English.checked.
False.
False equal to false.
True.
Check Hindi.checked.
False.
False equal to false.
True.
True. True and true.
True.
True and true.
True.
If of true.
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 If of true, not true. If of true means enter. Welcome. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Enter into the block. Now LBL message.text. Already by default the label value is what? Right now already old value is what?
Languages are
Your known languages are there. Your known language. But now it's going to initialize a new value. What is a new value?
Please select
your own
language.
Please select your known languages. Listen. But here the problem is whenever all checkboxes are not checked unnecessarily, it is verifying these three conditions. This you can overcome. Unnecessarily it's verifying every condition. I don't want this. Whenever you want to display this message, why we have to verify all these things? This we can avoid in a simple way. What is that?
Writing this code first.
Come on.
first if con-
Writing that code first rather than checking the other conditions.
Who is this?
Sir,
Who is this?
doing if else.
Another.
Tell me, Pramoda, tell me, what is your idea?
First we need to implement this check if condition, sir, and after that we
One
can
minute. 1 minute. Tell me. Hmm.
we can paste it over here. Yeah.
Sorry?
Yes, sir. That's what I was saying. Like writing this
So
condition.
in this case
Condition.
also what is happening?
And then
It will
else,
display, but
sir,
even though it's a control is checking even though the remaining three conditions, in this also.
else
Else,
condition, else.
else we can use.
Else is nothing but what? Is nothing but what? What is this concept?
When of the checkboxes are selected.
Question is, what is this concept? What control
Nested if.
statement you are implemented?
If else.
What is if else?
Nested if.
Nested if. It's called nested if. Am I right? Else, within the else you have implemented multi-if condition. Nothing but
Nested if.
nested if. Nothing but nested if. It's nothing but nested if. Are you okay now?
Yes, sir.
I'm giving more burden to you all people. It seems, I don't know. If you are enjoying, that will be good. If you are hating all these things, it's bad again. Yeah, logic. You should be a logic lover. You should be a programming lover. Okay, right. Come on, you guys, you observe. I'm sure after my training, 3 plus 5 plus fake you keep also, you will rock in industry, coding wise. I'm sure about that. But when you will follow my classes A to Z properly with assignments, otherwise don't expect. Okay, right. Boring classes. Now come on, you guys, use it. Compilation and execution. I'll show you now. Okay, I'll show you now. Okay, right. I didn't select. I'm clicking submit button. What will happen? First this message will come. Even though this message is also unnecessary message here, I hope. Am I right? Where can I keep this statement?
Inside else.
Inside else first. You can write this. Okay. Now you see. You see, guys. I'm clicking submit button without checking any checkbox. Which event is firing?
Click event.
Checked. What is this?
False.
False equal to false.
True.
Checked. What is this? False. False equal to false.
True.
Check Hindi dot checked. What is this?
False.
False equal to false.
True.
True. True and true.
True.
True and true.
True.
If of true.
Enter into the block.
You block. LVL message dot text. Please select your
Known languages.
known languages. Else part will be.
Skip.
Else part will be skipping. It's not checking any condition. Suppose user selected only Telugu, for example. You observe. Click submit button. Check Telugu dot checked. True. True equal to false.
False.
False. Check English dot checked.
False.
False equal to false.
True.
Check Hindi dot checked.
False.
False equal to false.
True.
True. Here it is what checked is what true. True it is what false. False and true.
False.
False.
False. False and true.
False.
False. If of false.
Skip.
If of false. Skip the block. Skipping the block. Control will go to
Else.
else. LVL message or text. Your known languages are. Know the concept. Check Telugu dot checked.
True. True.
As a concatenation. Telugu will print. Remaining if condition. It is what?
Skip. False.
False. False.
False.
Now final output is what?
You are selected your known languages.
Okay. So like this, you want to send me this code to you all?
Please.
Yes, sir.
But you
Yes,
should
sir.
not ask. Frankly, I'm telling you, you should not ask. You're asking code means you are depending on me.
Okay, we'll try, sir.
Take you people, if you are really asking code, that's why I'm testing you. Okay, are you understanding what I'm telling you? If I will send this code, what you will do? Copy and paste. When you will learn programming, you tell me. If you want, I'll send you. Still, it's up to you. Shall I send?
One time you answer from next 10 minutes you won't ask him.
Sorry.
And this one time, sir, from next time onwards, I'll not ask.
No, no, you should not ask this code. I'm sure about that. And I want to make you a good programmer. There is a lot of difference between our training because they are taking a lot of long time. Time is valuable for my student, for me, and for institute or whatever it is. But you have to learn different programming than others, right? So that's why don't ask this code. I'm sure. Okay, I'm sure you try, you will get. If you understood the concept, I'm sure it will take some time. Maybe time it will take, but you learn programming. Here I have a question. Next one is what I'm telling you. Yeah. If you want to make masters in this, I'm giving you some homeworks for you. Can you? Task one is task. If anybody still want code, I'll send you through chat only to that person who are expecting. Yeah. Now task one is uh, select hobbies. Task two is select your skill set. Skill set means what? C Sharp, ASP, ADO, Java, all these things. Task 3 is select your visited places. Select your visited places. Task 4 is Task 4 what? Task 4. Come on, tell me some other requirement.
Without submit button?
Yeah, that will come, madam. Wait. That is next story. I'm talking about with submit button. Select your books which you read, which you read. Okay, now task 5 is implement above language, known language example without submit button. Okay, so first of all these tasks, 5 tasks, did you understand what is that?
Yes, sir.
Homeworks. Last homework, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Everything without submit button.
Means what? Same example, don't use what? Submit button. Whenever I selected Telugu and Hindi, the output should be your known languages are Telugu and Hindi. Okay. Suppose I was unselected all the check boxes, then label should have what? No. Whenever you are unselected all the check boxes, label should be empty, should not display even though the default message. I don't want now. Did you understand? Huh? Not understood, it seems.
Yes, sir.
Again, I'm explaining clearly. Suppose user selected Telugu, Hindi. Output should be here. Your known languages are Telugu and Hindi. Whenever user is unselected all the checkboxes. I don't want any default message here. The label should be empty. The label should be, what is that? Empty. Label should be empty. Right. That is the story. Are you clear?
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now? Right. This I'm expecting. Right. Okay, guys. We'll see tomorrow about this. And do you want code anybody?
Sir,
1 second. 1 second. Hold.
sir,
1 second. Hold for 1 second. Hello.
Yes, sir.
మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను ఒక 5 minutes ఆగు వెయిట్ చేయి. Yeah, guys. Okay. Now, hello, guys.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, where are we? Yeah. Shall I send that code? You want to make? Are you expecting that code?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. If anybody are expecting that code, I'll send you.
one doubt.
Yeah. Tell me.
The checkbox default value is false value, unchecked, I think. Then
No.
in if condition already we have done right equal to false and equal to false. We run. Default value is unchecked. Then why we can write
That you say.
We didn't select any checkbox and
That you trace, you will understand. Your question is very like you're not thinking properly in that case. Okay. After you write programming, you trace it properly. You trace. I'm sure you will get clarity about that. Okay. By default, checkbox checked properties false. That logic is, what is this logic? Whenever you are not selected, I want to display some message. To display that message, you should verify with the false. Okay. Otherwise, false means what? The checkbox is not. False means what? The checkbox is not.
Selected.
Not selected. Simple. Not selected. Otherwise, you can use not operator, but not operator will be confusion for the student. That's why I have given like that. Okay. Right. Next, guys, you want me to send that code?
No, sir. Sir, you don't have to, but can we see one more time the code?
No. What you will see? Why you have to see the code? You tell me. Why you have to see the code?
At the last part, I couldn't understand, sir.
100% wrong. I have spent 1.5 hour time for this concept, means more explanation I have given. Till you want to see the code means you are depending on somebody's code. No, I'm sure you try, you will get. I'm sure you try. 5 tasks you try, you spend 4-5 hours, I'm sure you will become programming. You will learn programming. Don't see the code. See, somebody has to tell to you, go to India, but they will say that go to airport and take, and they will just give you a plan of travel, but they will not come with you. Are you clear? Did you understand what I'm telling? Right.
Yes,
I'm sure you are good in control statement. I'm trusting about my student and my training. But you should spend time. You should spend time. Then only you can learn programming. Everybody cannot learn programming. I'm sure about that. People who are having this type of training and with their own time, who can spend more time, they can learn programming. You have to learn programming. You try your own. I'll not send that code because 100% wrong methodology it is. Okay. And thank you very much, guys. Tomorrow class don't miss, because I'm asking, I will start the class with task 5. I'll start the class with task 5. Task 5 I'll give you, but you try. I'll give you. Then identify the drawbacks of the checkbox control, limitations of the checkbox. Then we'll enter into a control called checkbox list. Okay? Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Bye to all.
thank you, sir.